Hey, I don't know about you, but today I'm feeling a little extra emotional, a little nostalgic, maybe extra sensitive. It's not that I'm spiraling out or anything, but I can definitely feel the Cancer full moon. First of all, I'm a Cancer moon, so that naturally hits really hard. And I was born on a full moon. So, full moons and me, we have a little history going. But I thought I wanted to chat a little bit about the full moon. By the way, my name is Kim. I'm a spiritual wellness coach and a Jungian mystic. I use tarot, astrology, and mindfulness to help women kind of reconnect with their authentic selves. And that is what this full moon is all about. It's about reconnection. You know, I'm going to talk about a couple different things. I'm going to talk about the Cancer moon itself. Then I'm going to talk about how I would integrate it into my coaching. And then I'm also going to give you a little full moon ritual so that you can definitely um, utilize the energies to their fullest. So the first thing is the Cancer full moon really kind of is about emotional safety, right? Belonging, parts of you that just want to be felt, that inner child kind of mentality, right? But these feelings need to be brought not only by yourself, but also by others. You know, Cancer energy always kind of asks, where do I feel at home? Where don't I? And what do I need to feel emotionally safe right in this moment, right? This is because the full moon is opposite the Capricorn Sun. So there's going to be also a little more tension because those are sister signs, they're opposites. I happen to be a Capricorn Sun and a Cancer Moon, so that's always fun. Uh, because of this opposition, there can be some tension between responsibility and rest. You know, Capricorns are very responsible. I'll use air quotes. We'll talk about that at another time. Um, and and whether they're also like productivity, and Cancers are a little bit more like self-care, right? You could actually realize you've been strong for way too long, and you need to just like allow yourself to be soft, right? This full moon isn't really about fixing anything. It's more about acknowledging your feelings and really looking at them without judgment, right? Emotions aren't weakness, they're more information, and they're also signals that let you know the areas of your life that needs to be tended to. So I would say tonight, give yourself permission to kind of slow down and soften, listen. You know, it's almost like you're coming home to yourself, and that's super powerful medicine, right? So let's take a look now at three simple truths that could be popping up at this Cancer full moon, right? You don't have to have an astrology degree to really understand the energies that are coming forward. So the three main factors that are coming forward. So number one, emotion, well, truth will rise, right? Maybe feelings you've been stuffing down, you've been rationalizing too much. They're all potentially going to come to the surface. They're not there to overwhelm you. They're really there for you to be cognizant and acknowledge them, right? The second thing that could pop up is care versus responsibility, right? We talked about that before. With the sun in Capricorn, as I said, you're going to notice that duty has outweighed rest quite frequently. You've been burning the candle at both ends. You've been living that hustle culture life, whatever it is. But this full moon is going to ask you to please try to balance yourself, because if you continue this way, you're going to burn out. And lastly, that inner child I mentioned, it needs some attention. Cancer energy is very deeply connected to memory, to comfort, and safety. You might, if you've ever known a Cancer moon, Cancer rising, whatever it is, you notice that they have tendency to really have memory, right? The thing with this is that old patterns might resurface, right? And they're not there to trap you. They're not there to bring you down that spiral, send you down rabbit holes, whatever it is. They're there to be healed, because you have to acknowledge something before you can heal. So I would say if emotions feel bigger than usual, just slow down, And don't push through, feel through. The moon really wants you to be gentle to yourself and to others. With that being said, I would definitely say a nice short full moon ritual could be an outer, right? You don't want it too much because you're trying to rest, you're trying not to push through, but still acknowledge him, right? It's a gentle Cancer full moon ritual. And I think you could probably do this within 3 minutes. You don't need anything, you just need yourself and your feelings, right? Um, I want to make sure that I get this right, so I have some notes because I do this, but sometimes when I relay stuff, I just overlook things because I do it out of habit. So I wrote everything down. Capricorn, remember. So first thing, as always, with any ritual, you need to find a quiet place, and then when you get there, do some breathing exercises. Take one deep breath or several deep breaths, whatever you need to kind of find your place and find your center. That's what I would say. Then you're going to place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Uh, Cancer energy kind of lives here, right? That's where feelings meet safety. The heart and the gut are very tied. The gut is tied to everything. We can talk about that on another video, but in this situation, you're really feeling those places, right? When you exhale, I want you to, well, this is why I make notes. When you inhale, what I want you to do is ask yourself some questions. One of the questions I like to ask is, what am I still feeling emotionally that I don't need to hold on to anymore? What can I let go? Let it go, let it go. Sorry, Disney freak as well. When you exhale, I want you to imagine not like pushing it away, but like softening around it, right? And when you're doing that, also say out loud and internally, I allow myself. It's okay that I feel this and I feel it without judgment. I choose care over self criticism. And this is going to help your body and your mind start to become friends a little bit, right? If this feels right, then you can place your hand on your chest and thank yourself again for surviving, for growing, for listening, whatever it is you're feeling in that moment. If it still feels a little charged, do it again. Do this, I would say, no more than 3 times. I like doing things in groups of 3. It's a very mystical number. But until you really feel like you've set in with it, right? And it's that simple. It's that, you know, I think a lot of times people make rituals very, very challenging and they don't need to be. Sometimes it can just be you and the universe or your ultimate power, whether that's a god or goddess or spirit, whatever you call it, right? Sometimes that's all you need. And that's the ceremony. I think this is a good thing. I think there'll be a couple. I'm going to put this out as a podcast. I'm also going to cut it up into videos. So this will be like a little like chapter, the full moon in Cancer. So there's going to be 3 videos. Check it out. I also posted today on TikTok, and I'll post on Instagram here in a minute. A real like a carousel of different full moon Cancer prompts that you could check out. So that you can use to journal. So make sure you check that out. As always, guys, I hope this helped. I believe in you. You can make the changes you want. You don't have to. Actually, let's not use the word change. Let's make the word decondition or yeah, just really sitting back and finding yourself, because I don't think you need to change. I don't think you need to fix yourself. I think there's a path back to who you really are, and that's what I'm here to do. So anyways, enjoy your Cancer full moon. I hope you have a wonderful day and night, and I'll see you next time.